So today's aim is investigation or determination of given unknown organic compound by qualitative test. As in the last practicals already discussed this all types of test, how to perform this qualitative analysis. So we will directly start with the actual practical part of this aim. Now this is the unknown organic compound given for qualitative analysis. This is solid in nature and whitish in color, or it is colorless. And start the actual part, that is Bayer's test and systematic qualitative analysis. Now here is the Bellstein test, which is also called as heating of the compound on the copper foil. So first take this copper foil and heat it in the flame until this green color of flame is disappears. This test is useful for the identification of whether the compound is aliphatic or aromatic in nature. So first heat this copper foil and take a small amount of compound on this copper foil and then heat gently and observe the flame. If the flame is sooty flame, the compound is aromatic in nature. Again I am repeating this. Yes, it's a sooty flame, means the compound is aromatic. Yes, it's aromatic compound. This is the Bayer's test for unknown organic compound, which is useful for the detection of whether this compound is saturated or unsaturated. So the procedure is take a 1 to 0.2 gram of this organic compound into the test tube, then add 2 ml of water, dissolve it properly. If it does not dissolve, add 1 to 2 ml of alcohol. After this, add 2 ml of 10% sodium carbonate. Then add drops of potassium permanganate. While observing the color, it changes, pink color changes to reddish to brown color, means the pink color of this KMnO4 disappears, means the compound is unsaturated compound. I am repeating again this test. The test is called as Bayer's test. So for this Bayer's test, take a 0.1 to 0.2 gram of unknown organic compound into your test tube, add 2 ml of water. If the sample is not dissolved, add sufficient amount of alcohol to solubilize it. Then add 2 ml of sodium carbonate. 10% sodium carbonate is used for this particular reaction, and add 3 to 4 drops of potassium permanganate. If this color of KMnO4 is disappears, the inference is this compound is unsaturated in nature. If there is no decolorization, so compound is saturated compound. This is very important test for the identification of unknown organic compound, whether this compound is saturated or unsaturated in nature. This decolorization of KMnO4 solution is due to this unsaturation or oxidation of easily oxidizable groups are present. Solubility in 10% sodium hydroxide. Add this 0.2 gram of organic compound and add 1 to 2 ml of this sodium hydroxide solution. If it is soluble at room temperature, it may be acid or phenol. Here is insoluble, so it may be because first this organic compound is clearly shows effervescence in sodium bicarbonate. So this compound is maybe a carboxylic acid. As per this observation, while adding this sodium hydroxide in the same compound, it does not solubilize, it gets a precipitate, so phenols is absent. So it may be a carboxylic acid. So the solubility in 50% hydrochloric acid, take this 0.2 gram of compound and add 1 to 2 ml of this 50% hydrochloric acid. If it is soluble at room temperature, so this compound may be amines or nitroanilines, but it is insoluble. So write it down in inference. It is observation is insoluble. Organic compound is insoluble in 50% hydrochloric acid, means the absence of amines and nitroanilines, etc. So the treatment of this organic compound with the concentrated sulfuric acid, for the solubility purpose, take this 0.2 gram of organic compound and add 1 ml of concentrated sulfuric acid. If it is soluble, so it may be some aromatic hydrocarbons or phenols with the violet action. But here is insoluble, means the absence of some aromatic hydrocarbons or phenol. This compound is insoluble in concentrated H2SO4. While this compound is soluble in this concentrated H2SO4, so it may be a aromatic hydrocarbon or phenol. Procedure for preparation of sodium fusion extract, and this taste is also known as Lassagne taste. Firstly, collect the fresh piece of sodium metal into the sodium fusion tube. Dip into the sodium fusion tube by using capillaries. Then heat until it melts. Then add a small amount of organic compound into the sodium fusion tube containing sodium metal. Heat again until sodium fusion tube is red hot in nature. Yes, it is a red hot while observing, and put this sodium fusion tube into the distilled water. The sodium fusion extract will be prepared by taking this sodium metal, repeating the procedure 2 to 3 times. Again I am taking 2 to 3 times to get the concentrate of the sodium fusion extract. Again I am taking the sodium metal into the sodium fusion tube and insert by using this capillary. Heat until it melts. As it melts, then take a small amount of organic compound heat this, and the lower end of fusion tube will be red hot. Put this fusion tube into the distilled water collected into the porcelain dish and repeat this procedure for 2 to 3 times. Crush this sodium fusion tubes and heat for 10 to 15 minutes to get the fusion extract. Now the test for element detection. The first one is nitrogen test. Test for nitrogen. Take 2 ml of sodium fusion extract, which is already prepared. Add 0.1 gram of ferrous sulfate. And 1 ml of sodium hydroxide solution. Boil the solution gently. Boil this solution and add a dilute sulfuric acid. So there is no formation of Persian blue color, means here is the nitrogen is absent. In this organic compound, nitrogen is absent. I am repeating again this test. Test for nitrogen. Take a 2 ml of sodium fusion extract. Add 0.1 to 0.2 gram of this ferrous sulfate and 1 ml of sodium hydroxide solution. Boil this solution gently and then add just sufficient dilute sulfuric acid. If the solution is Persian blue color, means the nitrogen is present, but in this case there is no formation of Persian blue color, so nitrogen element is absent in the given unknown organic compound. This is the test for sulfur detection. Take a 2 ml of sodium fusion extract, then add 2 ml of glacial acetic acid. Then add 4 to 5 drops of lead acetate. If there is appearance of black or brown precipitate, there is a presence of sulfur, but here in this case the sulfur element is absent because it does not form the black or brown precipitate, while this lead acetate and glacial acetic acid reacted with this sodium fusion extract. Test for halogen detection. Take 2 ml of sodium fusion extract, which is already prepared. Then add dilute nitric acid. Then add silver nitrate around 1 ml. If the yellowish or white color appears, there is a presence of halogen, but in this case there is no white or yellow precipitate, so halogen is absent for this particular given unknown organic compound. Here is the confirmatory test for carboxylic acid, which contains carbon, hydrogen and oxygen only, means group number 1. This compound does not contain elements like nitrogen, sulfur and halogen. So we have to perform the test for carboxylic acid, type carboxylic acid, and the group number 1, which contains only carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So the first test is sodium bicarbonate test. Add this 0.2 gram of substance and add 2 ml of this sodium bicarbonate. There is a effervescence of carbon dioxide, means it confirms that this given unknown organic compound is carboxylic acid. So this is the effervescence while adding this bicarbonate into this. So this is the confirmatory taste for presence of this carboxylic acid. And while adding this dilute hydrochloric acid into this, there is a reappearance of the substance, means it confirms this carboxylic acid is present. Here we are adding this hydrochloric acid. There is a reappearance of this carboxylic acid. Confirms the given compound is carboxylic acid. Here is the appearance of or reappearance of the given unknown organic compound. So this is the confirmatory taste for carboxylic acid, which contains carbon, hydrogen, oxygen only, means the absence of all types of remaining elements like nitrogen, sulfur and halogens. So this is the confirmatory taste called as sodium bicarbonate. So here is the reappearance of this organic compound in sodium bicarbonate taste. So this is the another confirmatory taste for carboxylic acid containing carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, called as neutral taste. So take 0.2 to 0.3 gram of this unknown organic compound. Then add 1 drop of phenolphthalein. Add 1 ml of water. And 0.2 ml of ammonia solution. Boil until this excess of ammonia removes. After cooling, add dilute ferric chloride solution and observe the color. It shows a buff color precipitate, means it confirms that this given unknown organic compound contains carboxylic acid functional group, and it confirms it is benzoic or phthalic acid. It shows a buff color precipitate while adding this ferric chloride into the solution. This taste is called as neutral taste. In this taste, I am repeating again, take a 0.2 to 3.3 gram of this organic compound, add phenolphthalein, then add water into this. After adding this water, add 0.2 ml of ammonia and boil. If the excess of ammonia is removes out, and cool again and add few drops of ferric chloride. Observe that buff color precipitate is obtained. There is a presence of benzoic or phthalic acid. So this given unknown organic compound is benzoic acid or phthalic acid, which is also confirmed by taking this physical constant. Now we will see the actual practical part of preparation of amide derivative from the carboxylic acid. Here, take this carboxylic acid in test tube. Add thionyl chloride or phosphorus pentachloride. Here we are taking this thionyl chloride. Take a precautions while adding this thionyl chloride. Use of fume cupboard is necessary. till the vigorous reaction occurs. After addition of thionyl chloride or phosphorus pentachloride, this solution will be warmed gently and then cool. After cooling, add concentrated ammonia solution to get this precipitate of amide derivative of this carboxylic acid. Here is the precipitate of amide derivative of carboxylic acid. I am repeating the procedure. First take the carboxylic acid in the test tube and add thionyl chloride or phosphorus pentachloride to generate this acid chloride. After adding this, warm the solution gently and then cool it, and after cooling, add sufficient amount of concentrated ammonia to get the precipitate of amide derivative of carboxylic acid. Filter of the amide derivative of carboxylic acid. After drying of this compound, you get this amide derivative of carboxylic acid. Take the physical constant of the same. Here we are performing the physical constant of given unknown organic compound. The glasswares required for this physical constant: capillary, fusion tube, then thermometer, Thiles tube, etc. This Thiles tube is filled with the liquid paraffin. First, take this capillary and close the one end by using this Bunsen burner. One end of the capillary is closed now. Fill this compound in the test tube by tapping this capillary, not test tube, it is capillary. By tapping this capillary into the sodium fusion tube. Here is the capillary is filled out. Tie this filled capillary towards this thermometer and dip this thermometer into the Thiles tube properly. Don't touch this thermometer towards the Thiles tube. Yes. Now hit this liquid paraffin which is filled in the Thiles tube and report the physical constant. Now the compound is chars out and it melts. Observe that the compound is totally melts. Turn off the burner and report the physical constant. Make it clear that this thermometer is having a range 2 by 1 means one line is equal to 2 degrees Celsius. So this physical constant of this compound is in a even number, not in the odd number, because the one line is equal to 2 degrees Celsius. So make it sure or clear first by which type of thermometer will use for this determination of physical constant.
Upon completion of this about step-by-step analysis of this organic compound, you have to report the result as per this sequence, like a state, color, order, aromaticity, whether this compound is aromatic or aliphatic in nature, or saturation or unsaturation, then solubility, then extra element present in this organic compound, function group, taste, and physical constant of the given organic compound. This is the result sequence of reporting of this result. Then questions for synopsis. First question is define melting point. It is melting point is nothing but a compound is a constant temperature at which the solid and liquid phases are in the equilibrium at 1 atmospheric pressure. Second question is why freshly prepared solution of sodium nitroprusside is used for the detection of sulfur. Because it is unstable in aqueous solution, therefore freshly prepared solution is used for the detection of sulfur. What is Bayer's test or Bayer's reagent chemically? It is 1% alkaline solution of KMnO4 is termed as Bayer's reagent. What is the function of bromine water in organic analysis? Bromine water serves as a brominating agent or oxidizing agent in organic analysis. Why do aromatic compounds burn with smoky flame? These aromatic compounds have the higher percentage of carbon which does not fully oxidize, and hence it burns with smoky flame which contains unburnt carbon particles. These are the some questions for synopsis. Thank you.